Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Heavenly Harry, delicious dogfish, yours for a scratch off.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might...
Cheese, tomatoes.
Potions to bemuscle you.
Feed a big cheese on your rod with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your...
Never saw you in the king crab before. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I won't scratch back. I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since. A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive. And that was more than anybody else could say. So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind. And in that regard, there is no one like Maxine. Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat. She likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I've serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, she is not to be swayed. By all means. People make a fuss about them because they endanger the lands around the city. They never bother me when I'm out for my monthly walk, though. But still, I do detest them. I mean, they're so unnatural, aren't they? Cats can have 9 lives, but humans are only entitled to 1. Oh, don't mention orcs to me. Worse than dogs, that lot. Sank Walrus Willie's boat right from under him. Best anchovy fisher in the world he was. A loss to us all.
Back so soon? Can't say I'm surprised. One can hardly enjoy all of Victoria's library in a single visit.
Oh, golly gosh! One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Sicile with the easy elegance of a puss with her tail in the air. I do declare such a sight is rather rare around here. But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must be one of those hunters one hears so much about. Charmed, I'm sure. I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and viands of most exquisite varieties. Maxine rhymes with queen, after all, and dearest. That is hardly a coincidence. Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails in love with me, and who can blame him? The feeling's, well, it's rather mutual, actually. But that pet of a puss simply doesn't have a penny to his name. At the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens, he and I? They'd jolly well starve, wouldn't they, with an alley cat for a papa? Oh, dear Sam, he's such a good old bean. But he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole, doesn't he? And dear me, one must have at least a mite of standards. But of course, darling, be my guest. Oh, this quaint little town is a tad too parochial for one of my more urbane tastes. But one has to make do, hasn't one? The fresh sea air does go to great lengths to invigorate one's spirit, that much I'll admit. And it is rather jolly to watch the ships sail in laden with all kinds of exotic wares, full of the little treats the mayor likes to spoil me with. Darling man, he dotes on me so. Heavens forbid! No, fear is rather too strong a term there, hunter dearest. The predator's instinct is a trait we share, you and I. And though those rancid ramblers may not be quite as easy to put to the claw as mice are, I assure you they are just as easily outwitted.
Red!
Where's young Esmeralda these days? She has the softest lap to lay in. Aye, so there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand her, I do. She wants a Tom of means, not privation. One who brings home the sardines and the occasional halibut. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones, said to have once been worn by a far-off Maharaja's best hunting cheater. Like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept company during a long and perilous voyage. A precious band of gemstones, lost as I was tossed around by the waves like a ball in a game of catch. Among the waves it remains, I imagine. Won perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it. If only I could be the Caesar again, and Maxine my Caesarina.
Look out! I see a
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in yonder shadows.
Careful now, that's a trap. I'll need to unlock this somehow.
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
Away.
All the way to my boot soles. can stand before me.
Poison my foes!
Seven, have mercy on your soul.
When innocent creatures are so much easier to slaughter.
Into the fray once more.
Have mercy on your soul.
Death is its own deliverance. Valiant dash!
in a trap.
What's this?
I found something. So that's what that did.
Try to withstand this wintry. For you!
Cornered! Let's see you try to wriggle free.
Done with the air.
Wherever you go, there I am.
I must shake this disease.
Your grave opens to welcome you.
Eternal silence awaits you.
On the mend.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap of gold each.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Larian has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Larian has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Corban there.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap of gold each.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Join the Stud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only ours for the...
Looking fine.
Ah, so that's what that did.
Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap. Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap.
spotted
Careful
a trap.
now. That's a trap.
Careful, I've spotted a trap. Look out! I see a trap nearby. Careful, I've spotted a trap. Look out! I see a trap nearby. Look out! I see a trap nearby. I've spotted something interesting. Careful now, that's a trap. Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Rawr!
That is